Hello, Aquarius. Elsie here to do a reading for you. Thought I'd get some readings on the table before we get into the new sneak peek. How you doing, Aquarius? Thank you so much for collecting here. Got some oracles we're going to use this time, and we haven't used oracles in a little while. I actually love this deck. It's my favorite. It's called the Wisdom of the Oracle, and we haven't used it in a while. So let's do that. Welcome here. If you are brand new and you've never been here before, thank you for giving this a shot over here. And, well, if I'm all up in your business in your feed anyway, right? I know I didn't ask. I wasn't polite. So maybe you're supposed to be here. Thank you if you subscribe. I hope that you will. We have a beautiful, highly intelligent, highly inspiring Aquarius group here. So I hope that you will choose to hit that subscription button. Thank you so much for your thumbs up if that's what you're doing today. If you enjoy this, that's how you grow this tribe. If you're the person who keeps coming back because you're my ride or die, thanks for coming back. I appreciate you so much. And at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you about how to find the extensions, how to find private reads. All right, let's get to it. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Okay, no place like home. Why is that? Are you going back home? I think your eyes have been opened. You're getting messages from the universe here, Aquarius. The thinker, you're thinking about home. Now, I don't know where home is for you. You'll decide that. I'm not really sure where home is for you, but I will just say that it feels as though you are away from home at this time. Home is cozy. Home is where your family is. Home is where your heart is. I feel like you've been thinking about it a lot. I feel like you've come to some sort of clarity about the place that you call home. This could be a person. This could be, maybe you're living across the world from people that you love a lot. I feel like if that's the truth, we got card number 50, which is a 5. 5s are usually about lack, but they can be about change as well. I feel like you're changing your mind about something back there. And the thinker is here. I mean, if anyone is the thinker, it's you. You're going to overthink everything until there's no way left to think about it, and then you'll find a way and keep thinking. So I feel like you are the thinker these days. Bottom of the deck, future energy is stay flexible. Ooh, the F word, right? You're not all that flexible. I'm just going to say, look, you could be, maybe you got water in the moon and the rising. Maybe you got more water than air, right? But if you're an Aquarius, you are a fixed sign. And I know that because I'm a fixed sign. I'm a Taurus sun. So you may not be as flexible about going back home or about the way that you're thinking. I feel like the universe is asking you to be flexible. Now, I feel like there is going to be some sort of a breakthrough, a realization, or something is about to be revealed to you, which is going to make you more flexible. Card 19 is the sun in the tarot, and this is 19. And 1 and 9 is 10, and 10 is also the end of a cycle. I feel like you're coming to the end of a cycle. It feels like you live away from wherever you call home, or you are away from someone that makes you feel like you are at home. And I feel like you need to be flexible in your thinking in order to get back there. Look, I feel like the universe is going to help you out here. I'm just going to say 18 is the moon. The moon is like, I don't really know where to go from here, but something is being kept secret from you, or you can't see it. Things are not as they seem, I'm going to say, Aquarius. So maybe you're agonizing about a person that you're agonizing about a person or a place or something that feels like home, and it feels like you need to be flexible in the mind in order to get there. And I feel like the universe might intervene. Serendipity is a happy accident. It's something that happens without your permission, but it is for your benefit. So let's find out here. Let's pull one more card and then we'll get to the tarot. Tell me about Aquarius. Tell me about Aquarius, please. What else do we need to know? Tell me about Aquarius. We've got respect. Oh, it might be about respect, my friend. So, maybe you feel that you don't get enough respect in the place that you were, in the place that you were at home, but I think you are longing for it. It feels like you're longing for it. You feel disconnected from it, and I feel like you think about it a lot. Card 44 tells me you've gone off to make your own life. You're working really hard. Maybe you've built your own foundation. 4 is our Emperor energy. Maybe you've built your empire, I would say. But the respect energy is a big thing for you. If they can't respect that you live outside the box, if they can't respect that you're different from everybody else, if they can't respect that you can make your own decisions because you only pay attention to the facts, then I don't know if this is going to work out. I think we got to work on respect. We've got card number 8, which is putting the hard work in on something. It's also about the self. It's about self-respect, I think, right? Like, I cannot just go back home and expect that they're not going to apologize, or they're not going to make clear to me that they're going to respect my boundaries, respect my flexibility. We've got secrets. Oh, isn't that interesting? Interesting. There's a secret here that's about to be revealed. 28 is a 10. That's the end of the cycle. But when things come to an end, they only come to an end for one reason, and that's so they can begin again, right? That's what the tarot teaches us. All of the minor arcana go from the aces to the 10, and then they go back to the ace again. So I think that something here is, there's going to be a secret revealed, and I feel like it might be revealed through a dream. It could be revealed through tarot cards. It could be revealed through, she's got this, what do you call that? Pendulum. Yeah, somebody here holding a pendulum, right? So I feel like there's a secret that's about to be revealed. It's going to be passed on to you from source. Oh my gosh, I can't even. So your source, whoever that is, whoever you pray to, whoever you meditate to, whatever, right? God, Jesus, Ganesh, whoever it is, right? Buddha, I don't care. They all lead to the same place anyway. But source here, I feel, is about to pass on a message to you about some sort of secret. Interesting. All right, let's get to the tarot. Let's find out what the tarot has to say, friend. Tell me about Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Aquarius. No place like home. What do we have that here? No place like home. We've got the 6 of Wands. So I think that you do want a victory. You know what I think? That you have come from a dark night of the soul energy. You may have disconnected yourself from whoever this is, whatever this is, whatever feels like home, whoever feels like home. You may have disconnected from that person and felt like that was a victory for you, but I think you're now going, like, circling back and thinking about this. Was it really a victory? At the time it was. I feel like you were getting a victory by coming out of the dark night of the soul. Possibly you moved away. I am getting a feeling that somebody lives overseas or moved away, maybe across the country, across the province, across the state, and you're not really close to home or whatever feels like home. We've got the Queen of Pentacles with the Thinker here. So I feel like you've been very focused on life, work, money, self, time, effort, energy, home, health. I think that you've been keeping yourself busy. You've been building an empire here. 44, right? 4 is our Emperor energy, but 44 is also an 8, and 8 is about putting the hard work in on something, as I was saying here. So I feel like you've been keeping yourself entertained with building of your empire, building your stability, making a lot of money. It feels like, and if you're not making a lot of money, it just keeps coming in. We got the bunny here, right? Whatever you give the pre-empress energy, whatever you give to the Queen of Pentacles she's going to multiply it, right? She or he, right, is going to multiply it. So I feel like you are, you could be doing some sort of work where you're able to think while you're working. Now, that doesn't happen for everybody, right? For some people, they have a job that requires that they stay present in the present moment in order to do their job. And other people, like if you're, say, for instance, if you do something creative, if you're someone who is a painter or a musician or something like that, your mind can travel off to wherever it's going to go to and think about things while your hands are doing the work. Tell me about respect. We've got Temperance. Very interesting. And at the bottom of the deck, look at this. Oh boy. Yeah, that's what it is. Respect. So I feel as though you want to go back and heal something with whoever this is, whatever this is, but it feels like, look, you got to give me respect, man, because everybody else does. I feel like you've grown yourself to a place where you are, that you do have stability, that you are very confident, that your reputation is really good. I feel like it feels almost like whoever I'm talking about or whatever I'm talking about, maybe this is your base office and maybe you travel away from work. I don't know what it is, but it feels like you're about to tune somebody in about your worth, or tune somebody in about self-respect and how people respect me. I expect that you're going to give me respect. It could be a father we're talking about here, but it could also be that there's an emotional burden going on here. We've got temperance here, and I feel like there is a moment of alchemy that is going to show up whereby somebody's going to mention respect or is going to respect you the way that you want. I feel something tells me that you are going to be going back home. I'm going to put down 2 cards here. Whatever's going on here is whatever your timeline is, but this is going to happen after whatever this is, and we will go through that and clarify so we know what we're talking about. I know it's a little ambiguous right now. Let's find out what is coming up after the fact. We've got the King of Pentacles. Very interesting. King of Pentacles. And the 2 of Swords in the reverse. You're going to make some sort of financial decision that's really big. It's a huge financial decision. It could be to sell something, to buy something. It could be to sell the family home, or it could be to go back home. Let's talk about this here. Tell me about this. I think that if this is a place that you're going to, if this is your family home or you're going back to see the family, I feel like this is going to be victorious for you. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. We've got the Knight of Cups, and we have the Moon energy. But should I surprise them or should I plan to go? I think you haven't made the decision yet as to whether you are going to surprise them or whether you are going to make a plan. I feel like you don't really like to do anything without a plan. You got to have a lot of clarity. I feel like this Knight of Cups energy and the Moon energy is giving me this energy of you want the win, but you're looking at this with potential. It feels like I don't really know what the potential is here. I'm not really sure if there is a financial potential. I'm not really sure if, even if I do all the work and go over all the details and reassess the situation as much as I can, am I going to get some sort of victory or not? I feel like the Moon is here to tell you that things are not as they seem. And because you don't have clarity, all the details and facts, I feel like you hesitate to move forward quickly. Because with the Knight of Cups here, the Knight of Cups is can be a little bit the Lulu, right? Can be a little bit of, it's a little bit of falling in love with potential or hoping for potential, but you don't know what the outcome is. So I feel like it's like you're trying to say to yourself, do I just walk in and surprise that person or just end up back home and not tell anybody? I feel like you're thinking about it. And the Queen of Pentacles is the CEO. Very organized, very planned from here to there. It's going to take a lot of money, time, effort, energy, and planning for you to go back home. Tell me more about this. We've got the 2 of Pentacles. We've got the Chariot. And we have the 7 of Wands. I almost said the 5 because I do see this as sort of the 5 and the 2. Because the 5 are down here and the 2 are up here. I feel like you're at the crossroads. Yeah, you're at a crossroads and you've been thinking this through. I think you're trying to keep your feelings out of it. The Chariot is telling me that you're trying to discipline your feelings, that you're trying to go with practical energy here. The 2 of Pentacles tells me you're trying to make a decision about foundation. It feels like you are, like if you leave where you are, I feel like you need to sell it. Like it feels like a practical move. So it feels like a move in the 3D, which means I'm not going to keep the property across the country if I'm going to go back home. It feels like there might be the release of something or a really big decision that has been blocking you. It's like you're becoming unblocked about something. I think there's hesitation or reservation about something here, about standing up and actually doing it. The 5 is here, the 2 is here. It feels like you're stuck at the crossroads with the reassessment energy. You're battling yourself, battling your emotions. It feels like you're trying to fight yourself. No, I'm not going to do it because I feel emotionally connected to this thing. But look, emotions, right? We got Cancer and Pisces energies here, both of them. So I feel like you're stuck in this, in the midweek, I feel like you're stuck in this energy of thinking, trying to discipline your emotions, trying to, I feel the way around it, like, okay, if I build this boundary and I keep my finances in order and I make this decision to build the foundation, like it feels like you're overthinking it at this point. Tell me why Temperance is here. Because ultimately, I think this is what it is. That you will make the decision to go if you feel respected. We've got the 5 of Cups, we've got the Ace of Cups, and we've got the 10 of Swords. So somebody betrayed you. Somebody betrayed you, betrayed your emotions, betrayed your heart, and that's why you're trying to keep your emotions out of it. I feel like you feel as though you will be in regret if you don't go back home, but it feels like this is a place of pain. This is a place of somebody who lied to you, somebody who betrayed you. It feels like this is a place of pain, and I feel like you were betrayed in emotions, emotional betrayal. And I think that's why you're trying to keep your emotions out of it. So I feel as though, I'm going to say, don't make this decision right now if you feel like you can't. Please don't. This is something that I feel happens in a moment of alchemy. When Temperance is here, you feel healed enough to do it. So don't pressure yourself. Don't push yourself. I feel like you might feel like you're under the gun because I feel like you're about to make a really big decision, to make a big purchase or to let something go here. And it feels like you are going to become the King of Pentacles, so self-sufficient, self-reliant, I feel like it's a big pocket of money you're dealing with. And so I feel like there's a decision that's coming up to release something that has a lot of worth, that is going to put you on the throne. It's going to give you a lot of money. It's worth a lot of money. We're going to go into the extended. We're going to talk more about all of this, and I'm going to put down 3 cards. We're going to talk about the 3 cards as well. This is usually ends up being what happens next. It can be the outcome of the read. But if you are interested in coming to the extension, then please take a look at the comments section. Above the comment section under every video I upload, there are a couple of links. One for the membership area. If you're interested in looking at this extended, it will be in the membership area along with all of the other signs. If you want to watch just this one, you can go there and you'll get 4 per month just for this sign. But if you're watching for other signs, you'll have 4 for each of those as well. If you're interested in a private read, please know that I am open for private reads and I am caught up at this time. And my private reads begin for the pre-records at $25 and go up from there. If you're interested in speaking to me over the phone, face-to-face, or if you want to do it in chat, we can text each other. If you want to do that, then please take a look at my time frames and my schedule and book accordingly. You will get between 5 and 75% off of your booking. Let's find out what's going on here. Tell me about this. We've got the Queen of Swords. Look, Queen of Swords came out second time, man. You're tuning someone in. I feel like I'm going to say that you are going in to liberate yourself, to bring something back into balance, to do the right thing. It almost feels like you're supposed to go back there. And it feels like there is something here that needs to be said. A truth needs to be said. I'm just going to say it. I don't mean to ruffle your feathers. I'm not here to cause a fight, but I am here to be very truthful and honest about the reason that I'm here, about the reason I need to do the right thing. We've got the Death card. Interesting. So I'm going to say that maybe, and I'm going to say this with qualification or quantifying it by saying that I'm not saying anyone is going to die. I'm saying if there has been a death, you already know about it. You could be going back home because there's been a death in the family. But if that's the case, then you already know about that by the time you see this reading. I'm not predicting anybody's passing away. It feels like it's like this, whatever you say is going to be very transformative because I feel like you're making no bones about it. I feel like whatever you say, you don't really care if it brings something to an end, if it's not someone who is sick and passed away. we've got the Three of Swords, and it's going to cause a fight. Yep. Pink, we're all going to get in a fight. Yeah, so what does she say? What is it, Charlie? Still a rock star. I got my rock moves and I don't need you. Feels like you're going to tune somebody in. Look, I don't need you. I don't need you. I'm just letting you know as a courtesy about what I'm about to do here. So I feel like even if it brings something to, even if it hits the wall, you don't care. If somebody's going to be upset, you don't care. It's not your problem, but there might be a fight, right? Because 3 and 2 is 5. So someone might be upset that you're selling off something to make money. Could be that. All right, look at the Five of Wands. Somebody here, I was looking at the Five of Wands here, and I was saying that there is sort of a reassessment period, or somebody is really battling the self, being stuck at the Two of Wands, not knowing which decision to make. So I feel like we're going to talk about that in the extended, and if you want to be there, you know how to get there now. I'll see you there if you are there, and if you're not, that's okay. I'll be back, because I'm always back, Aquarius. I miss you too much if I stay away. Take care, friends. Bye-bye.